To annotate your Revit design, you're going to need to have the LEED checklist open. So this should be linked on the Schoology page. Right now it's set to the Summary tab, and on the Summary tab you've probably already been here when you typed in the number of bedrooms and the floor area to get your home adjustment. We're going to go to the checklist page, and we're going to find something on this checklist page that we can incorporate as a LEED element. So we can't really do anything with innovation and design because it's already been designed. So we can't really do the ID. So let's move down to location and linkages. Can't really probably argue many of these or describe many of these. Possible for sustainable site. I'm going to go down water efficiency. You can probably figure out a few uses there. But I'm going to show you an example using materials and resources 1.4. So if I hover over this triangle, then it should load it up for me. Let's try it again. There we go. And this one is called framing efficiencies, and I can get a maximum of 3 points here. So each one of these is worth 1 LEED credit. And in the previous assignment you figured out how many credits it took to be LEED certified, so I could get up to 3 in this category. Well, I'm going to annotate on my design that I did a stud spacing greater than 16 inch on center. And so that would be something like maybe 24 inches on center. And remember from our framing, when we framed, we designed ours as 16 on center, but 24 on center can work, and that allows for less actual wood material and actually greater insulation. So that's one that they give you credit for. So I'm going to end up copying that, and I'm going to go over to my design. I need to remember that this is MR 1.4. That's the category that I'm using. So here's my first floor, and I would annotate that somewhere on the exterior wall. So if I click the Annotate tab, go to Text, and then choose one with an arrow. It could be multiple segments or curved. I'm just going to choose one segment. And I'm just going to point to the wall. And what I want you to type in is LEED credit. And then mine was MR 1.4. And now I'm going to put a dash and then Control V to paste it. And that says stud spacing greater than 16 on center. So my LEED credit that I'm going to show was from the MR category, Materials and Resources, 1.4, and that's what it shows. So now if I just click on the outside of that, then it kind of shows up. The text is a little small, so if you click on the text, remember you can change the size. I'm going to go to an 1/8 inch. And then when you place this on your sheet, you may actually have to adjust the size back to smaller or bigger so that it's readable on your sheet. But that's really all you need to do. So now it's your job to figure out which LEED credit you want to use. And the only one that you cannot use is MR 1.4, because that's the one that I used. So take a look through a few different ones of these. You can really argue a lot of these. There's a lot of good energy and atmosphere ones. And you can see here, this is where they talk about Energy Star. There's a lot of good water ones that you could use. You just have to hover over it and then just kind of select the one that you want to use. And that's really all you need to do. Once you have it annotated, you're done with your LEED credit.